Development is the first phase of the planning process for your session. You are leading a conference. It is helpful to start with your goals for the session. What do you want your students to take away from the session? These goals will be outlined in the session learning objectives. A conference is a departmentally driven or content-specific presentation by clinical faculty, residents, and/or learners before a large group of other professionals and/or learners. The purpose of a conference is to connect course content to real-life applications and experiences. Oftentimes, it is a patient or faculty panel. Other times, it can be multiple speakers gathered to present on a specific topic. The audience is encouraged to ask questions and interact with the presenters. Consider the foundational knowledge required of the students in order to participate fully in your session. What materials could help fill learning gaps, solidify foundational knowledge, and provide context on the topic of the conference ahead of time? Identify materials that could be used to help prepare students for the conference. This could be textbook readings, a video, or a digital activity. This material will be listed as required material for the students. Required material implies information that is critical to the student's ability to understand and participate fully in the session. Familiarize yourself with the learning objectives for your session prior to outlining your content. These are the key takeaways that express to what degree the students will be able to demonstrate and apply their understanding. This will help you to stay on track when planning your session content. Keep in mind the length of time allowed for your session. The length of time will determine how much and to what depth you can cover the content of the conference. It is better to be able to cover less material more thoroughly. Use the learning objectives to shape the content of the conference. Keep in mind the students' present knowledge and consistently make connections from the new information back to existing knowledge. Conferences do not generally have a lecture component to them, except to provide context for the primary content of the conference. You will want to plan your discussion points, prompts, and follow-up discussions and questions in advance. See the linked article titled How to Structure a Panel Discussion for ideas on different panel formats that might fit your session. Plan to leave time for a summary as well as audience questions at the end of your session. Consider what supplementary materials you can offer the students to follow the conference. These are not required materials, but rather aids for further understanding. These can be textbook readings, a video, a digital activity, or something else. The next step in the planning process is design. See the next video to learn more about setting up presentation materials and designing your session page on Canvas.